was only for the night.
We're riding around the world to road test Ruffly gear in the K9 Moto Cockpit and to raise $100,000 for Girl Up. Every 6 months, we tackle a new challenge. First was the Arctic Ocean, then the Darien Gap, and now we're aiming for the bottom of South America.
My heart is home with you.
We're now leaving Uyuni. We've been here for about 2 weeks, and it's been a nice place that we've stayed at. It's been really comfortable. It's a smallish town, so we've been able to go out and walk with Whimsy, and Greg and Whimsy have been going running in the morning along the train tracks. Train just actually passing right now. So it's been good for what it was. We got a lot of work done. There's still a lot left to do, but we got a lot of work done. And now, today, we're first gonna go to the abandoned train graveyard that's just further up the road and check that out. And then we're on our way to San Vicente. San Vicente is where Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, that's where they passed away, where they died. And there's a baby museum there, like a one-room museum that we're gonna go check out. And the reason why we wanna go there also is because San Vicente is at elevation. It's at like 4,500 meters. It's a windy dirt road to get up to. So we thought we would do that before we start going towards the border to Argentina.
Our giant loop armadillo bag has had a little bit of a puncture in it, and it's no longer trustworthy. So we're gonna temporarily use this 5-liter water bottle, but it is not trustworthy either. And so if it's sloshing around and it's horizontal, it's gonna leak. So we're gonna stand it up. And there is a really, actually easy way to do this here, which is this 5-liter bottle has this little handle piece. So we are going to take advantage of that as a strapping point. And I think we're gonna get just sort of enough stability there that, until things get rocky, we're gonna be in good shape. When things get rocky, then we're gonna fill up, and then it will no longer be an issue. Another game day fix that we've got here. So we noticed this morning that Jess's quad lock has come a little bit loose. There's a bolt in here that kind of holds the whole assembly together, and as it loosens over time, and this has been a long time, it just kind of starts to shake, and at some point, obviously, the whole head can come off, so no good. Not really enough time to disassemble and tighten and so forth, so we zip tied the hell out of this thing, and she's pretty much good as new. Robin was telling us that back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, the British were brought in to establish the railroad here and the railroad station. And one of the engineers was an Albert Flowers, and he brought something like 6 or 7 of his brothers, a bunch of his nieces and nephews, and a lot of them stayed, had kids, and now there's like 3-4 generations removed Flowers or Flores all over. So in fitting fashion, we have come to the railroad graveyard here in Uyuni, and it is a pretty cool sight.
We've been going for about an hour and a half, and this highway is gorgeous. Like, the road is very well maintained. There's not many cars, and the scenery is spectacular. It's like one colored mountain after another. Like, they're all very different. And so we pulled over for just a little break. Greg realized that the chains were a little bit tight, so he's loosening them up. And we have about 90 kilometers to the turnoff to San Vicente, and then that's that road to San Vicente to get to the Butch Cassidy Museum. We stopped in the small town here of Tupiza, and now we're gonna head to San Vicente. It was a very cute place. We stopped at like their little town square area. Two women came over, gave us a big bottle of water for Whimsy and us, and then we met Johnny and Gala, who were interested in the trip and what we're doing, and Gala got to sit on the bike with Whimsy. It was really sweet. They said that it's about 2 hours, 120 kilometers. It's dirt, and there are like potholes and stuff. But there are like groups that go up there, so we're not gonna be the only ones.
Set sail, a fairy tale, waiting to unfold. Richer off a poorer, you've got my hand to hold. You were born to be the one, make sense of all my wrongs. Through all the twists and turns where we belong. Oh, and there's no end to where we'll go. Right here's a start. You're the reason all my pieces.
We're about 45 minutes into what should be about a 3-hour ride to San Vicente. And the first thing that comes to mind is I absolutely can understand why Butch and Sundance would want to come out here. It's fucking gorgeous. Absolutely incredible here.
Wake you in the morning light. I was born to be the
Whimsy's a true moto dog. Look at her ear. From laying under the bike, because that's where the shade is, she got a smudge on her ear.
there's no end to where we'll go. Right here's a start. You're the reason all my pieces found in the same part. I put a ring around your heart.
Whimsy, come!
Whimsy spooked me as I was coming. She went right in front of me. I was about to gun it, and then I stalled. Hi guys, thanks for watching Go Ruffly in real time. If you love Whimsy's gear, head on over to GoRuffly.com and check out our collars, leashes, beds, bandanas, and more for your dog and all the dogs that you know. And if you're interested in the K9 Moto Cockpit, which is how Whimsy rides with me on the back of my motorcycle, you'll get all that information about sizing, mounting, and everything else at GoRuffly.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe.